Imagine this. You're scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, some sort of social media platform, and you like or comment on a certain type of post, whether it be about food, sports, film, anything. As you're scrolling some more, you realize that as you like more posts of a certain genre, more posts like that one begin populating. Is this a coincidence? Government spying? Chinese hackers stealing your data? Well, probably all three, but more likely this is a result of powerful AI at play trying to predict and recommend to you content based upon your interests, or at least what the AI thinks are your interests. See, much like humans, AI isn't perfect and often extrapolates incorrectly based upon the data it is given. Even in large quantities, AI, through a process known as machine learning, can sometimes come to wrong conclusions about people. Let's say you happen to see a live leak video of someone getting ran over by a truck. Now, you may like this type of content, but it is more likely you're only liking or commenting because you find it funny, or to be sarcastic. AI can't discern that, and it never will. So while you may think gore videos are disgusting, you may be recommended more of them. You see, this is the beauty of AI. It both has the potential to convenience and automate society tenfold, but can easily make mistakes. Moreover, outside of social media, businesses and analysts and economists alike can utilize AI to analyze data at an astronomical rate, far beyond human ability, but it also raises concerns over security, privacy, and can even incentivize the absence of human effort, like how many distraught high schoolers often turn to ChatGPT to write their essays with little to do themselves in the process of writing it. This video will seek to explore the debate regarding if autonomous artificial intelligence, the kinds we see more and more of, ought to be regarded as friend or foe to humans, and how we may come to utilize it either to our great advantage or to our unfortunate detriment, and how the balance of human and AI interaction is delicate, yet should be under constant surveillance and scrutiny. Firstly, how does artificial intelligence learn? Well, it's complicated. When it comes to AI, the goal of its developers is to give it the capabilities and resources to learn without explicitly being programmed to perform a specific function. Rather, from its learned experiences, it can discover these functions on its own. This concept can be defined as machine learning, pioneered in the 1950s by a man named Arthur Samuel. After all, the entire idea behind artificial intelligence is to develop something that can function without being told to function a certain way, something intelligently sovereign. AI, or as it is referred to in its training stages as a model, is given large quantities of data and is essentially trained to extrapolate from this data. It is tasked with finding patterns, making predictions, observations, basically educating itself. This is why more data equals a more refined model to be used elsewhere in society. Within machine learning, there are three subcategories noted by MIT. They are supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. Supervised machine learning models are trained with labeled datasets, which allow the models to learn and grow more accurate over time. Unsupervised machine learning models look for patterns in unlabeled data and can find trends that people aren't exclusively looking for. And lastly, reinforcement machine learning trains machines through trial and error to take the best action by establishing a reward system. These subcategories serve to explain the methods in which machine learning is best utilized depending on the data being presented and how it learns and extrapolates from it. As a tool, AI and machine learning have great potential to become heavy hitters in certain fields and have partially already proven themselves to be. Here's a list of just a few areas where AI has done a great deal or is expected to in the future. In health, AI has the potential to improve quality of life for people with disabilities through assistive robot arms, mobile wheelchairs, and rehabilitation robots that can help children gain the ability to walk. In language, AI has proven to have developed human-like text and be able to hold conversations with humans should they need to, brainstorm, practice tough conversations, or even seek emotional support. Eugenia Rowe, assistant professor of computer science from Virginia Tech, states, "These models are starting to bridge gaps in areas we traditionally reserved for human touch, but it is important to remember they are still tools, not replacements." It is quite astonishing to realize that we have machines and models that can simulate human interaction well enough to be able to provide emotional support to real humans. This is an extraordinary thing, but Rowe makes a compelling claim that we must be cautious in becoming too reliant upon AI as opposed to one another. One glaring problem with AI is that sometimes its extrapolations are inaccurate. This is mostly due to the data it was provided being either biased or simply not representative enough, and so AI made what it perceived to be logical conclusions, but that we can see are total inaccuracies. It is important to acknowledge that an idea in statistics regarding sample sizes, that the larger a sample size is, the more representative it will be of the whole population. This idea stands true with AI, where it will create more accurate extrapolations if it is given larger parameters with the data it is given. Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering Dylan Lucy at Virginia Tech explains the importance of representative data in training AI models, stating, "In general, AI and learning algorithms extrapolate from the data they are given. If the designers do not provide representative data, the resulting AI systems become biased and unfair. For example, if you train a human detection algorithm and only show the algorithm images of people with blonde hair, that system may fail to recognize a user with brown hair. The bad of AI is a technology that does not treat all users the same." Another glaring problem is reliance upon AI that could over time decrease critical thinking skills, especially in high school and higher education. Everyone knows that in any given English class, there's a chance that at least one essay was written entirely by AI, and an even higher chance that many more were created with the help of it. This fine line between using AI for brainstorming or for downright cheating is what makes the entire discussion on AI so unique. It can be a great tool for brainstorming or getting started on an idea, like Eugenia Rowe pointed out, but at the same time, people may omit this process entirely, deciding instead to have AI write the entire essay. Moreover, a rather unintended consequence of so much AI usage is that since AI ultimately is exposed to biases and opinions, these have a chance of being present in the content they create. Talk of deceiving humans might suggest that these models have intent. They don't, but AI models will mindlessly find workarounds to obstacles to achieve the goal that have been given to them. In other words, much like humans, AI is working around the problem to find a solution in ways that can seem deceitful. There is still lots of ambiguity with AI, now being capable of deception. However, we must keep in mind that although AI is a powerful tool that has many functions in daily life, it is always facing improvements and rigorous testing. There will always be flaws with AI. Where the concern lies is how the power of AI can be used to exploit or even intentionally mislead people by bad actors. A major cause of concern for AI malpractice could be in the realm of actual physical harm. These researchers were using AI to find vaccines, but, instead, realized they could create viruses. This is a monumental development for AI, but clearly it has its consequences. Should someone with truly malicious intent seek to harm many people, they could most likely utilize AI to do so. The same article from the University of Cincinnati states, researchers used AI to suggest 40,000 new potential chemical weapons in 6 hours. They shared their findings to warn others of the potential for harm if a bad actor did something similar. Moreover, it also states that AI was developed and tested to be able to fly military aircraft, a development that, in theory, would save countless military pilots. However, the AI pilot performed maneuvers that a human pilot simply would not consider logical for risk and safety concerns. AI, on the other hand, is not concerned with safety, only the task at hand. This also could save lives, but imagine if an enemy military were to utilize AI in its tactics. What then? What if wars were fought entirely by automated weapons? The implications that AI can be taught to operate weapons of mass destruction and use them without regard for safety is certainly a thought-provoking idea that ought to be at the forefront of discussions on the possibilities of AI being used for less than ideal causes. Lastly, are we justified in being cautious? Well, the answer is whatever you make of it. If you think AI ought to be shut down, then you would probably say yes to having lots of caution. If you think AI should be unregulated, then you would probably say less caution. The matter of fact is that no amount of caution is the objectively right amount, but we are certainly justified, as with anything, in keeping a watchful eye out for and being mindful of AI. I leave you with this. AI is not untouchable or completely transparent. We as humans and as the founding minds behind its inception have a role to be diligent in the constant surveillance of its development. We are living through an incredible era of knowledge, science, and technology, which have all somehow come together to pursue and enhance our quality of life. AI will come to be the foundation upon which this endeavor is built. However, the trust we put in AI cannot be fabricated. AI must be rigorously surveyed, tested, and scrutinized in order to ensure it serves as a purely neutral and objective tool to which we may improve our lives, and only then may we put our faith in its ability to assist in this endeavor.